question, but the coast don't go. Hey, yo, DJ Ray, you ready? Yeah. I ain't just get into that. You last my whole scheme. It was there the greatest thing. Sure, can't fuck give it to us when you get back. See what shit. I'm showing out as I'm tipping cat. Even if we show up, it's winning hell. And she can go these fights, but now in my head, I'm meaning the fight, the meaning the fail. So happy we all invited. We got the business scared. The minutes in the blue arm. So when they asking me what you want, it's like no. For the number one spot, no time. It's all said and done, it go. Makes my go. Whether it's for the big and no one wants you fat night. You know, Christ living for that fight. But it's not a thing to jump on the ring. We can get that fight. We can start there. Competition in face. We got permission. Not to mention that could be what we did. The squad is pushing. If they drop the team, it's not a mission. It's anybody that think they can stop the mission. So, winners and males, so winners and blue. Each their rank and they don't test through. You want to fuck with it, here's what we do. And you already know. So let's go through. And for the number one spot, you know what's up? It's all said and done, it over. Yeah, I got the money on that, it's done. It's how we get. Go. They told me the D picked the ball up, they sick like you got corona. That wasn't playing work, you need a new persona. You can't run up the middle, we threw the cups on them. Defense not turnover, we threw the box. Michigan got the D on lock. I'm about to put this C on lock like I'm deep returning. You can't throw it in that flat, Mike got the burner. Michigan be all amazed out. Look like a truck on the yeah, I saw it in the flick. You know, trouble got the boys fired up, been alone. They sideline watching the game, you are not working these gloves. I can see that already lower hand of mercy. Clear with a shot, it's a shot switching off. Learn me that second, the quarterback tell me what's the hurt. Put a move on you so slick like a can of Murphy. See, got a quick 3 and out like they Steph Curry. Yeah. See, yeah. Defense is like turnover, we threw the buffs on them. Yeah. The Wolverines just caught a big 6, we threw the buffs on him. Hey, Mike Morris just caused me fumble, we threw the buffs on him. Yeah. Yeah. You done it. I'll never know against 11 0. 2 versus 3. Yes. Yeah. It's cross out the first number, we don't call it no state, the whole world too. They got me blue for the main defense going in. I want y'all to give me a safety when they're going to the title game. The West is great. Michigan on the way to Columbus to go pray. The Wolverines can't see, they better not wake up late. See, I don't care about them damn bucks, they already ain't. Don't try to blue, we be pulling helmets off like Roy Shink. I don't care, we ain't backing down like we North Fleet. Bust on the Bucks to the ball, what y'all think? They some blue through these cold veins like an ice rink. Mike Bear ran through his chin, he said, defense all over the field, they out of state. Like I'm the biggest threat in the world, I got it ink. Michigan versus Ohio, I've been waiting all week. You get that horseshoe, all you hear is talk trash. Michigan don't say too much, we are not flashy. Hear the play, all you hear is rusty on the splash. Want to see like 5-6 times like a sign ass. I spit the ball off and trade factors. These niggas came up the middle, he had to blast. The all-line moving there, right, let's play action. Moody automatic chase, they put in the bread basket. Going down there for that, let's make plays. Soft for the Bucks, turnovers gonna make the game. If you ain't know by now, it's just his age. To the shoe throwing balls like Ryan Hayes. Snap coming down the line, get out the way. That's loud, let's ripping the blue on his way. That's on if you looking at the next play. Number 26, 22, I can't wait. See highlights to the news on the D-Bucks and that. I be falling like a motherfucking pro. I be falling like my nigga mom. Shit, friends, I ain't a motherfucking job. Stand when I stay in the fucking pile. You fuck around and get caught. Bitch, I'm like, oh, young nigga fall. When it's out, I'm gone. I be falling like a motherfucking pro. I be falling like my nigga Mo. Chad's got so many flows. I think they'll call me Drake. I nigga Drake. Oh, fuck. Shit. Bitch. Yes. See? Niggas straight right, niggas trying to see me when they see me, they be coming. I'm the best, trying to tell a nigga coming, yeah, straight like this fucking ring. Get rich with my brother. It's the last nigga like fuck you talking about. Everybody go 1-6, I'll leave the day shirt, nigga. Fuck is niggas talking about?
4 weeks. My bad. Not 2 weeks.
Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Purdue's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run the sneak for it.
You know, when your QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You going right or you going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. That's a decision there by the quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Singleton. Calls it in. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The Boilermakers are on the move. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. advantage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Throws to the tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Boilermakers will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Michigan's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Fights off a defender. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, five-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do? Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
He'll pull it on the read. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to power their way ahead. Fighting off the defender. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. From the gun. Give on the inside. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man, it's Singleton. Finds his tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's McCovey. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. QB draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Turning it on. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. from the 14-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He makes the grab. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. The give to the back. Not much room there. They'll give him one to the 9. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. To the air. It's Underwood. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. Oh, he got loose. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Gives it on the option. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Boilermakers have their offense in high gear. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Flips it out on the screen. There's a live football. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped down there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Right back to the well.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Grabs it in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Haynes. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. He's got 50 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. To the ground with the back. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. Leaves it with the running back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Powers through the defender. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Boy, did they play keep away on that drive. Didn't think they were ever going to give it up. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. On the move, it's McCovey. Oh, it's Moss. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to pass, it's Singleton. Here comes the heat. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
The Boilermakers will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying.
There he goes. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. The give to the tailback. Hard running there.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field. Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that, too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going for it on 4th down.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you
going for it all. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Runs from the tackle. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Oregon has the lead right now in Eugene, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Illinois. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that 1st down marker. 4th down coming. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hit and yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Then they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They'll go to the counter. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The Wolverines need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Singleton. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He was trying to get their return going instead. He'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He leaves it with his back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give and tick, 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 tick. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Man, really nice job by this offense. Look at the play action. Really sell the fake. You watch people, they scramble up, they go up to play the run. Nice job, quarterback, putting his foot in the ground, completing the pass, and getting the first down on.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, this defense is eyeing the scoreboard. You know they're looking up there. They want to keep this goose egg intact. They've been so good all game long. Still playing with phenomenal. Here in the 4th quarter, creating that fumble and takeaway.
Great place to start for this offense. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Let's go! He'll run it again. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield, it's Keene. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big 10 action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Oregon has the lead currently at Autzen Stadium, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by 10 over Illinois. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And the ball's out there after it. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
They're dealing with a second and long. Keeps it on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you can tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.